We alive. We alive. It's alive. Go live. Oh no. Get a little crowded over here. All right. Hey, oh, am I live? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. You won't hurt my feelings if you like the live. What's up, everybody? My name's J Cal. This is the pre party, or I don't know. I don't have a name for this, to be quite honest with you. Thanks for liking the live. But each and every Tuesday, I come on to TikTok to talk about pro wrestling. If you'd like to do some pro wrestling talk, let's go. When do you think Liv Morgan is going to return? I'd say Liv Morgan will return at the Royal Rumble, but that's just my thought. I don't really know for sure. When do you think Liv Morgan is going to return? That's the better question. When do you think Liv Morgan is going to return? Because me, I ain't know nothing. But thanks for joining the conversation. As always, hello, Steve G over on YouTube. What's up, Steve? How are you? Hey, Polar Marquee, what's going on? I saw you guys earlier on Mia's channel. I wanted to jump on, but I was busy taking care of some things, so I didn't get a chance to. Hopefully next time. Mia is becoming one of my best friends on TikTok. I'll say that. She's super cool. And Polar Marquee, I'm happy that you're in the chat. I hope everything's going good. Yeah. Well, like, and that's the thing. Like, so Polar Marquee, what I want to do, and I know it's not much different than what everyone else is doing, but I want to do like a real roundtable discussion where it's not really my opinion. Like, I want to ask the questions and then give everyone an opportunity to answer, right? Like maybe 2 or 3 people, get them on here. Not on Tuesday, because Tuesday I do this thing, but and then speak to everybody. Why is my microphone all the way over there? Maybe you guys didn't hear me so good. And then like do like a real roundtable discussion, and then I would also allow everyone who comes on to, push their socials, get their word out on what they're doing, where you can find them other than just TikTok. And then I would also take that recording and then put it into my podcast. And I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would give, allow my voice to amplify others, as well as get some good wrestling discussion where it's not just my voice. Because look, I have an opinion, and my opinion is not the same as everybody else. For those of you who are asking, I am from the United States. You want me to say 6 or you want me to say 7? I don't know. Yeah, no, I get it, Polar. I get it. Do I call you Polar or Marky? I'm going to just call you Marky. If that's cool with you, I'm going to call you Marky. Well, and that's the thing, Marky. Like, we could do that. It doesn't, like, it wouldn't be every, so like, let's say if I was doing it tomorrow, I'd say, hey, Marky, do you want to come on? Maybe I'd have Mia come on. Maybe I have Soto come on. And then the next time I do it, it would be different people. So it's like amplifying other people's voices, using my little voice here to amplify others. And it's really just to increase engagement, right? So we're all having our voices being heard. Because, like, look, we're all doing the same thing at this point. We're all talking about pro wrestling. Why not put a bigger emphasis on what we're doing and pushing our voice out there? And then if people want to follow, great. If not, that's cool too. It's something that we're already doing. and you wouldn't have to do it every week. It's not. I'm not inviting everyone to do it every week. I don't want everyone to do it every week. I'd want different voices. I think that's where it would be fun, because your perspective is different than my perspective, and Mia's perspective is different than your perspective, and then Soto has a different perspective, and Couch Potato has a different perspective. Heck, if Haley wanted to come on, she has a different perspective. We could all just talk about pro wrestling, and I think that's where I think that'd be fun. By the way, Haley, thanks for the heart, me. Appreciate you. Yeah, very similar to the Jubilee, and that might be where I stole the idea from. But it's not supposed to be contagious. Not contagious, confrontational. It's supposed to be like, hey, this is what I think. And then I would say, okay, next person, what do you think? Is my camera off? Uh-oh. What happened? Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. You know what it is I was talking over here. My computer setup's here, so I'm not even looking at the screen, right? I'm looking at, there's two cameras right here, one for YouTube and one for TikTok, so I apologize. Real quick, over on the YouTube, they're asking me, do you think Brock will join with Paul Heyman? I think that's a certainty. Haley, thanks for the goats. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. Wow. Haley, you're awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you. You just helped me achieve my goal for the day. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm trying to figure out how I can use TikTok better, and I love being. I have fun when people come on to this platform and have fun with joking around about the whole Kevin Owens thing and how I apparently look like Kevin Owens. Silly, but I would like to do more wrestling talk, and I think that'd be fun. And then DigiGames says, if he joins the team, it would be the unstoppable team. Nobody able to stop them. Yeah, I mean, sure. If Brock Lesnar joined any stable, he'd be undefeated. I mean, that group would be instantly big. Can I get a shout out? Natik, you got a shout out if I said it right. What's your surprise? I don't know if I want surprises. What are you doing, Kevin Owens? Rex, you just made my list, Rex. You can't hear the music, but it's there. All right. I am not Kevin Owens. They think I'm Kevin Owens, guys. What's going on? Marky, tell him I'm not Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, look. If Kevin Owens was doing something like this, don't you think there would be like a big WWE banner behind him, and maybe the WWE would be putting it out? I mean, Haley, yeah. Oh my God, did you see that? Like, so you've got Jimmy going in there playing literally the sidekick to helping Jay stay in the ring during that battle royal. Like, did everything he could to keep him in that battle royal. And then what happens? He throws his own brother over. Like, what? Which, I mean, look, I think that's amazing because there's storytelling to be told here. Jay is taking advantage of Jimmy the same way that Roman used to take advantage of Jimmy. Steve G, I did. And you know what? I don't mind if Kurt Suzuki is the next Angels manager. Because they're not going to do anything anyways. Yeah, I mean, Brian, the YouTube is the same as the channel name, at the Alliance Blog. You'll see it right here below me. It says at the Alliance Blog. I'm everywhere on all social media at the Alliance Blog. If you have a Scoops account, I'm there. If you're on Blue Sky, I'm at the Alliance Blog. X, Meta, YouTube. I used to say these other websites that are not appropriate for children, but then like I don't want to do that while I'm on TikTok because they wouldn't be happy with that. Oh, thanks for the tip. I appreciate that. I think Braun Breaker interrupts the main event this Saturday. Vincent, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, Haley, at the Alliance Blog. Haley, I think I follow you on Instagram. I think I do. And if I don't, I mean, my DMs are open, guys. Just slide right in. Why is everyone taking advantage of Big Jim? Because Big Jim's got a kind heart. Big Jim's a good dude. That's why people take advantage of Big Jim. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. Look, my goal is to my goal isn't to just talk about pro wrestling. Pro wrestling? Pro wrestling? My goal isn't to just talk about pro wrestling. My goal is to lift us all up. We all have the same interests. We're all pro wrestling fans, and we need to amplify each other. Like, we need to support one another. And if you can't like put a coin, if you can't make a gift or a tip or whatever, that's fine. But let's amplify each other, man. Let's get on here. Go follow Kevin so he can be his true form. Brian, bro. What's up, noob? What's going on? J Cal is actually at the top left on YouTube. Am I? That's cool. I like it. Likes are free. Sharing is free. Subscribing is well on YouTube. On YouTube, subscribing is free. On TikTok, it's not so much subscribing as just following, and any of that is cool. And that's the thing, Polar. That's the thing, Marky. I'm not even tired. That's the problem. I mean, I'm a little tired, but it's just I'm old. Words get harder when you get older, I guess. What if Big Jim interrupts this Saturday? Look, why wouldn't he? At this point, why wouldn't Jimmy Uso get involved in that match? And honestly, it's look, my good friend Soto619 isn't going to like this, but it should have been LA Knight. LA Knight. It should have been LA Knight. We've had the Jey Uso run. We had the Jey Uso story. And I'm not saying that Jey Uso doesn't belong there again, but let's put someone else in that title picture. Saja Boy says, you look like KO. Oh, yeah? I've heard that before. Let's see. Hello, sir. Where are you from? I am watching you from Malaysia. Well, welcome from Malaysia. I am in Southern California of the United States of America. I have a gut feeling that Becky's going to drop the title. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, no champion should hold the belt forever. Like what Roman Reigns did as world champion, what Gunther did as intercontinental champion, that was outstanding. And it was amazing because not everyone could do that. All right, Brian, take off. We'll see you soon, hopefully. I mean, when you look at pro wrestling, like a champion is made by winning the title. It doesn't matter how long they hold on to that title. They're no less celebrated from being a world champion if they lose the title. You know, you look at the Great Khali, was never my choice to be world champion, but you cannot take away from the fact that the Great Khali is a former WWE world champion. You just can't. I don't care. I don't care if he held it for 6 weeks or 6 days. It doesn't matter. He was a world's heavyweight champion. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Thanks for liking the live, guys. Appreciate you. I don't know who's liking it, though, because it said there's no one in the chat, but I appreciate you. Thanks for liking. And Haley, thanks again for the gifts if you're still here. The champion from India, the Great Khali. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of text on a small, tiny screen. I'll have to try to see what you're saying. I'll have to try to look to see what you're saying because I can't read that. That's small writing. But I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. My name is Jay. I do this little live stream on Tuesdays. We go both on TikTok and on YouTube. And we try to engage wrestling fans. So if you're here, you are welcome. You're part of what I'm trying to do over here. And if you're not here, then you're missing out, I guess. What's up, Fat Boys of Snacks? That's my guy over there. Okay. Cheetah Gill. Oh, not Cheetah. Sorry. I mispronounced that. Let me read some of these comments over on YouTube as well. Noob's in the house. What's up, Noob? Noob's my guy. Hey, Saja Boys. Thanks for the follow. I hope I said that right. Saja Boy. Yeah, man. I haven't seen you around, but I hope you're doing well. Where's Obafemi? Jeez, I don't know where Obafemi's at, but I'd love to see him. He would be the guy that I'd put in the Vision, right? But it's hard because, like, what are you gonna do? You can't put in Braun Breaker as a second fiddle to Obafemi. Obafemi's been dominant in NXT. He just lost the title. What do you do next with him? I don't know, but I feel like you got to put him in the right position. You can't mess it up. uh, that LA Knight and CM Punk promo was so good. I think you're right. Yeah, look, I really like LA Knight. Like I've been following LA Knight's career for most of his pro wrestling career. Like I used to watch him when he worked in the independents here in Southern California. Before that, he was in Ohio. Thanks for the heartbeat, Wrestle Rant. So yeah, I always want to support. That's right, Max. He was LA Knight. He was Max Dupree. He was Eli Drake. And then before all that, he was Sean Ricker. And before that, he was like Shawn Likas or something like that. He was a parody of Tom Likas. For those in the LA market know what that is. And if you don't worry about it. It's not important. Let's see. You know that cricket match between Nepal and the United States is happening on October 26th? BG Bro, I appreciate your enthusiasm. I'm not a big fan of cricket. I don't follow cricket, so it's not to be disrespectful in any way. I know it's a fantastic game. Actually, one of my best friends growing up is from India. He moved over here when he was in the 7th grade. So, like, cricket's a big deal to him, and I celebrate it, but it's not... I'm not a big cricket guy. So, apologies. Santina was a female champion. Yeah, DigiGames, he was. That was a weird angle, but he's not even the first man to be a women's champion. Do you guys remember Uptown Bruno? I think he held the title too. I personally don't honor Ghost Champions run in the tournament, like i.e. Roman Reigns. Anyone can keep the title when they don't defend it. That's true. See, Steve, and that's where you and I agree. And it's the same thing I think about Nick Aldis when he was NWA World Champion. Don't forget, Dustin Rhodes had a match on a semi-truck while it's moving. That was one of the weirdest things ever, right, Wrestle Rant? Like, that's got to be so bizarre. That's such a weird deal. KO, hope we see you on the main roster. We've been missing you on TV. Hope this helps. Bless. Oh, man. So we got to do it because I got the KO thing, and I have a sheet right here. And, well, you guys have heard this spiel before. Oh, thanks for the good games. Or the GG stands for good game, right? But
how come my name's on this?
Well, your name is on the list because you called me Kevin Owens. Clearly, Ivan, I'm not Kevin Owens. I'm J-Cow. Kevin Owens comes out and this music plays and the fans cheer. When I come out, there is no music. Nobody cheers when I come out. They boo me. So for that reason, you just made the list.
A new list.
It's not a new list, Ivan. It's the same list, but all the same. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the gifts. I appreciate you, Ivan. But I do have to write your name down on the list because you just made the list. The list of J-Cow. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. That's a 4. Y, S, 6, 9. Okay, cool. We may need to make a collab. Yeah, hey, Fat Boy's a snack. Let's talk about it. I take that over the turkey match in TNA. That's true, Wrestle Rant. They booing Jay right now. They might be. Yeah, so again, Tuesdays, we talk wrestling here on TikTok and on YouTube at the Alliance Blog. We do a lot of fun, and we try to be positive about pro wrestling and have a positive mindset when it comes to our favorite hobby, which is watching professional wrestling. I'm here every Tuesday at, I guess that's 4 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Had to do the math real quick. And I'm not Kevin Owens, but we have a goal. We're trying to get to 5K. And if we can get 5K, I'm gonna cosplay as Kevin Owens. I've got the shirt. You guys want to see the shirt? You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Man, I got the shirt. Nope, that's not the right shirt. I guess I don't got the shirt. Well, sucks for us. But I do have a shirt. I just don't have it with me right now. No, I can reply to comments. I'm on 2 different screens right now. So if I don't reply to your comment right away, please be patient with me. I am trying to do my best. But let me see what you said. No, sir, I'm watching your live. You're so busy that you can't reply to comments. No, BG, I did actually reply to the cricket match. I said that I don't watch cricket, but I'm excited that you're excited. Christina, happy Tuesday. Did you have a nice birthday, Christina? It was Christina's birthday yesterday. I wished her happy birthday, and if you didn't, you're a heel. You're a straight up heel. Usama, thanks for watching from Pakistan. Appreciate you. Michael Jordan asked me who my favorite wrestler is. My favorite wrestler is Samoa Joe. Hands down, no questions asked. He is by far one of the greatest grapplers I've ever seen. He's believable in the ring. That's interesting. Jay Uso got over 19,000 dislikes on YouTube. Jason, that's rough, man. Wow. Not a good day. Yeah, Joe is a good dude. Joe is a solid pick. Look, where is it? It's here somewhere. I have 3 AEW action figures. One of them is Samoa Joe. The other is friend of the show and another good dude that I like a lot, Scorpio Sky. And he actually signed this one. I've known Sky for a long, long time. And the third one, even though nobody asked, is our guy Ricky Saints, former NWA television champion. Yeah, so Samoa Joe is my guy. If anyone asks, if you guys are curious, Samoa Joe's the guy. Hands down, not one of the most believable guys in a pro wrestling ring. Former Ring of Honor World Champion, former TNA World Champion, should have been a WWE World Champion. Would love to see, I know it's not going to happen, would love to have seen Samoa Joe get one run with the World Heavyweight Championship. And man, we could have had a lot of fun with Joe as a World Heavyweight Champion. What up, Kevin Owens? Phil McCracken. Damn you, Phil. Because now you just made my list. And when you get on the list, you don't get off the list. Phil McCracken. Do you get a pop when people say your name, Phil? Because I probably would if it was my name. Christina, oh, that's awesome. I've got a Mox and a Britt Baker sign. That's so cool. That is really cool. Hey, Gija, Chad, I don't get mad when people call me Kevin Owens, but I have to put their name on the list. And Gija, Chad, your name just made the list, although you're the first person whose name came on from YouTube. Kevin Owens looks like... There you go. See? There you go, Gija. There you go. I hope I'm saying your name right, because if I'm not, I feel bad. And Gija, Chad, Kevin Owens looks like you. Bluey, first of all, nice to see you in the chat, Bluey. What does wasted summer mean? What are you trying to tell me here? What's going on with DG Games? Hire Russo? Good Lord, no, we will never hire Russo. Never. I'm ashamed that I had to sit through the Attitude Era, as you should be too. Wrestling is so much better right now than it was back then. I can watch wrestling with my kids now. I couldn't watch it with my kids back then. We are not getting huge numbers on TikTok right now, which is okay. I'm here for everybody. I appreciate you guys. Wrestle Rant. Oh, that's a great point. I do miss Thunder Rosa in the NWA with the full face paint. She was exactly what the NWA needed. And what makes me sad about her run in the NWA is they were so quick. AEW was so quick to grab her and snatch her up, which she did have a really good run as Women's World Champion before she got injured. But like, I think the NWA needed Thunder Rosa way more than AEW did. And now it feels like Thunder Rosa isn't really in that main event title picture for AEW. And it's like, if she was back in the NWA, things would be different. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Gija, Chad, thanks. I appreciate that. Don't miss the pole matches. I don't want a pole match ever. And WrestleRant, no, Camille did beat Thunder Rosa, but it was not for the title. We have to remember that, oh gosh, what's her name? Serena Deeb beat Thunder Rosa for the NWA Women's World Championship. And I think that it either happened in AEW or on Primetime Live. It didn't happen in an NWA ring. So Thunder Rosa lost the belt. Then Camille beat Thunder Rosa for a number one contenders match, where Camille then defeated Serena Deeb. Jay got work. Jay got work. What's up, Jay? I remember Jay from last week. Jay came in and called me Kevin Owens. But I'm glad that Jay is back. Thanks for liking the live. I appreciate you. But yeah, you got put on the list for calling me Kevin, and I can't put you on the list twice. So there you go. Yeah, the pole matches, I've never been a fan of the pole matches. I mean, the Feaster Fired was never a good look for me either. King Zeus, what's up, man? Thanks for liking the live, Jay. Thanks for the live gift. I appreciate you. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's you know, the thing about wrestling is like I'm not against silly gimmicks. I'm not against silliness in pro wrestling. What I can't stand is the over the top shenanigans, like what was it, Judy Bagwell on a pole match? Like they put Buff Bagwell's mom on a pole. Like, come on, that was too much. Even as a young 20-something, 19-year-old something watching that match, thinking like that's dumb. That's over the top. That's a bit much. But yeah, that's what it is. That's pro wrestling sometimes. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. What do you guys want to talk about? What pro wrestling are you enjoying? I have been Bagwell's mom on the pole. Yeah, Digi, that's what I was talking about. It's just crazy. Tuesdays are my days that I do. We go an hour on. I'll get to that in a minute. Real quick, Jay Got Work says, I think Cody attacked Jacob. That would be a very interesting storyline, and I think it would make a lot of sense. Because I think the stress is starting to get to Cody. And if you're going to make him a heel, that's the best way to do it, right? Because what is Cody? You know, Cody's all about protecting that title, right? You know, it was actually 7 years ago today that Cody Rhodes lost the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship to Nick Aldis. And you could see that was the last world title that Cody held before coming to the WWE. And he would be insane not to fight for that title, to keep that title. That title legitimized Roman Reigns for an entire 4 years. He's going to do everything he can to keep that title and to keep being at that top level of competition. So yeah, when somebody like Jacob, who is a bit of a wild card, you know, he could be a problem. He could be a huge problem for Cody. So I think, you know, him attacking Jacob would make a lot of sense. Marky, it's all good. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna be on for at least another an hour and a half, so we're all good. Imagine Jimmy attacking Jay and Punk wins and faces Braun. I think that could happen. Mammy time just made the list. Wait. We have audio for that, right? We do have audio for that. Let's go.
A new list.
Well, it's not a new list, Mammy time. It's the same list. It's the same list that everyone goes on to. Because my name is Jay Cal. I am not Kevin Owens. And it sucks YouTube doesn't hear it. But all the same, I'm not Kevin Owens. What's going on, everybody? I do see your comments. I'm trying to get to everyone. Dollar Bill just made the list. He just said straight up, as I was calling out and saying I wasn't Kevin Owens, just said, nope, you are Kevin Owens. Howdy, Kevin Owens. Dollar Bill, you just made the list.
How come my name's on this?
Your name is on this because you called me Kevin Owens, and clearly I'm not Kevin Owens. My name is Jay Cal. I'm here from the Alliance blog. We talk pro wrestling every Tuesday, and you're here with me, which means we are having a good time talking about pro wrestling. Mammy Time says stunt double. You know, if the WWE wants to pay me to show up as Kevin Owens, I'll be more than happy to put some lifts in my shoes. I wear the cutoff. If they want to pay for it, they can put some more ink on my arm too. You know, if they're gonna pay for it, we'll take a dinosaur. I don't care. It's just ink, right? Who cares? All right. Well, back over here on the other side, is it Giga Chad? I was saying Giga Chad. Okay, Giga Chad. First of all, Steve G loves Johnny Robbie. I haven't seen her around in a while. I know she's wrestling in other places. She just doesn't show up where I go and watch wrestling. Giga Chad says, I was very addicted to the WWE from 2009 to 2017, but gradually I stopped watching because I became busy. But I came back to WWE only for the John Cena because he is retiring. Yeah, and Giga Chad, look, you've got John Cena's retirement. He's got 4 more appearances, and then he's done. And then in 26 is going to be the AJ Styles retirement tour. So if you're a fan of AJ Styles, you want to make sure you're going to check that out too, because he's on his way out. And your twin, am I saying that correctly? Your twin. First of all, sir, your name just made the list. And I shouldn't say sir. You might be a person that doesn't identify as a sir. So I'll say your twin.
How come my name's on this?
You just made the list because my name is J Cal from the Alliance blog. I am not Kevin Owens. We're here to talk pro wrestling. JR Gaza on YouTube just made the list. There's no cool music. I don't have anything good to play on YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't have anything fun. But you just made the list, JR Gaza. Que trazana mi loco. I don't know what that means. Lo siento un poquito español. Yo hablo un poquito. Lo siento. Hablamos español. Es bueno. Roman Reigns is make his way to retirement. James, I don't think Roman Reigns is heading to retirement. They're just going to keep using him like they have been, which he's going to show up on TV for a little bit. Arnold, wow. I can't say that word. I think that would get me in trouble. All right. Hey, don't take it. Hey, take it easy, your twin. I don't know. Your profile picture's a Dodger logo. I'm not going to assume anything. This is the internet. It's 2025, man. You can be anything you want to be. JR, let's see, JR, you're operating on a different platform right now. Let's see, when's KO coming back? I don't know, man. I hope, my hope is Kevin Owens is coming back for the Royal Rumble. But if we're going to be honest about it, we got to look at it like, seriously, is he going to be cleared to wrestle in 2026? Giga Chad, you're fine, man. I've been able to understand everything you've been saying. I don't know how soon he's going to be back in the WWE wrestling, you know? That injury that he has, first of all, the neck is a very sensitive area. A damage to the neck could be the end of your career. We saw Steve Austin take a hiatus for almost like 15 years. From the WWE. You know, Adam Copeland was gone for a decade. Ravishing Rick Rude never wrestled again. It slowed, Steamboat was still actively wrestling when he got his neck injured. Owen Hart had a serious neck injury and he recovered. Big E, yeah, Mommy Time just brought a Big E. Again, a neck injury is nothing to mess around with. And if it's serious enough, look, Kevin Owens might not ever come back to the WWE. That's not what I want. I don't think that's what any of you want, but it's a realistic possibility. So we just keep, positive thoughts for that guy and hope for the best for him. But you never know. And Giga Chad, like I said, your English is fine. Dortha, I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Dortha Dingus? Dortha, if I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me, but you just made my list. You just made the list because I'm not Kevin Owens. I am J Cal. And anytime anyone calls me Kevin Owens, they get put on a list. Mia just joined the chat. And Speed just joined the I can't even talk anymore. You guys got me riled up. I can't talk. Dortha. And I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please don't take it personal. But Dortha just made the list. Yeah, Double D. Rick Rude was taken way too early from us, both his life and his wrestling career. Like he passed away very, very young in terms of his age, and it sucks. Oh, thanks for joining give me the heart me. Thank you, appreciate that, Double D. Oh, thank you for that too, Mia. Appreciate you guys. All right, cool, Dortha. Thank you. And then Speed is also on the list. Speed made the list, and I guess I gotta put Mia on the list because she just asked for it. Mia, thanks for liking the live. Thanks for the follow, Dorth. I appreciate you. Oh, it's Speed. Speed, not Speed. Speed just made the list. That's it, Mia. Mia? My name is J. Cal, Mia. Eric Denton, yes, I will be in Irvine tonight. I'm going to be there for like probably 70% of the show. My wife is going to be there. My kids are going to be there. I'll be there for a good chunk of it. And when the kids get tired, I'm going to go home. My wife is going to see one of her favorites wrestle tonight. And it's one of his last matches here in Southern California. Stupid question. I need an El Generico shirt. Any clues where I could find one? Windy City Punk, I think your best bet to find an El Generico shirt would probably be like either like Whatnot? Or like eBay. Because I don't think anyone is sending those shirts. I don't think they're available anymore. Epic Pro Wrestling joined. I don't even know if you're still here, but what's up to my guy Andy? Oh, son of a bitch. Andy, you just made the list. When's the next show, Andy? Yeah, I mean, if I was looking for if I was looking for an El Generico shirt, that's where I would go, is probably like Whatnot or eBay. eBay sells everything. It's like the world's garage sale. For those of you who wondered why
my name's on this.
Double D, I don't know where Soto is. His name isn't Juan, but I don't know where Soto is. I think he's working today. And yeah, Irvine Improv. That's where we go for pro wrestling here for the United Wrestling Network. Eric Denton and I, both longtime Championship Wrestling from Hollywood fans. Eric Denton actually reports for the Pro Wrestling Insider. Wiccan says, Jay, the NWA and TNA didn't put the main title on LA Knight, and now WWE seems out on him. Is there something we're not seeing or knowing as to why? What are your thoughts? So when it comes to LA Knight, have you ever heard of AEW Dynamite? James, I have. When it comes to LA Knight, TNA did put their main title on him for a short time. The NWA, I feel like the NWA should have put the title on him. And I feel like if we're going to call a spade, and it's the anniversary of Nick Aldis winning the title back from Cody Rhodes, I'm going to say Nick Aldis was afraid of Eli Drake, LA Knight, whatever you want to call him. I feel like he intentionally put himself involved in a storyline that kept Eli Drake out of the picture. LA Knight. We'll just say LA Knight. That makes it better for everyone. LA Knight was cutting awesome promos in the NWA. He was doing a really good job of talking his way up the ladder. And this is coming off of a run in TNA where he is a former TNA world champion. And then he got there in the NWA and they were kind of pushing him, but they always kept him and Nick Aldis on opposite sides of the arena. Like they never had any matches. And I think it was because that was a money match that they could have used to build up Aldis. But also, like, if the fans had the option between Aldis and LA Knight, I think they would have chosen LA Knight. Kobe Bryant, first of all, miss Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, you just made my list. I am not Kevin Owens. My name is Jay Cal from the Alliance blog. We're here to talk pro wrestling. But yeah, as far as LA Knight goes, I think he would have been world champion in the NWA had COVID never happened. I think we would have had eventually a Nick Aldis and Eli Drake match. I think that would have been very, very good. And why they don't pull the trigger in the WWE, I don't know. Like, remember, he was in developmental for a long time, and things didn't work out. He ended up leaving. He'd been in developmental twice with the WWE. First as Slate Randall, and then later as Eli Drake, Sean Ricker, whatever they were going to call him. Travis Kelce. You know, Kobe, I get Travis Kelce and I get Kevin Owens quite a bit. The one that threw me was Kyle Schwarber. I was like, I don't think I look like him, but we'll go with it. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. The LA Knight. Yeah, I like LA Knight. I think he's one of the best wrestlers in the WWE. Why they don't put the world title on him, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of detractors. They don't like his cadence. They think he sounds like a knockoff of The Rock or a knockoff of Austin. But at the bottom line, he's emulating what he saw growing up. He's like the first generation of wrestlers who grew up watching The Rock and Stone Cold. So why wouldn't he have some of those similar cadence? Why wouldn't he be similar to that? It's like, was Nature Boy Ric Flair penalized because he called himself the Nature Boy after Buddy Rogers was the Nature Boy? I mean, come on. You know, like, look, Jesse the Body Ventura and Hulk Hogan both were paying homage to superstar Billy Graham. No one held that against him. I don't get it. King Zoni, of course you get a shout out. What's up, King Zoni? That's a good question. Is he the best on the mic today? No, he is not. LA Knight is fantastic, and I like LA Knight quite a bit. I don't think he is the best on the mic. Not in a company that also features guys like Cody Rhodes and, well, CM Punk. And let's not forget, who else is really good on the mic in the WWE? CM Punk is really good. Cody is really good. Seth is pretty good. Miz is great. No, Epic, I'm in bed like at 9 o'clock, man. I don't see anything. I don't watch nothing. Besides AJ Styles, how many homegrown guys won the WWE title, Jay? Homegrown guys? Wait. AJ Styles isn't a homegrown guy? What are you talking about? Oh, Kobe Bryant says, unpopular opinion, LA Knight doesn't work hard enough. Wow. That's another good one. Fat Boy's a Snack, Prime Uso. When Jay Uso, and I don't think this is a controversial take, Jay Uso reminds me so much of DDP at both of their heights. AJ Styles was a wild side guy. I love it when you talk NWA Epic Pro Wrestling. You know that gets me going. AJ Styles absolutely was a homegrown NWA guy in terms of Anarchy. I mean, he had just a brief stint in the WCW power plant. He refused the initial contract to go to the WWE under a developmental deal. Nicholas, that's every time I see Jey Uso, everything about him to me screams DDP. When you watch him, prime DDP, prime Jey Uso, right? Think of it this way. When they come out to the ring, where did DDP come through? The crowd, because he was the people's champion. You know, the bang, and then yeet. They both would wear sunglasses, right? The 4-letter words, yeet and bang. I don't know. That's how I always felt about Jey Uso. And I don't hate it either. Cody isn't that good on the mic. He's okay. That's, you know what? Fireproof, that's a fair take. Dorothy says, I know I'm going to get hate for this, but Logan Paul has great mic skills. Logan Paul isn't as bad as everyone thinks. My problem with Logan Paul is he hasn't committed to pro wrestling yet. Give me a year where Logan Paul is on every show and he's doing the damn thing, and then I might say, okay, he's got it. Because, like, in terms of skill, he does a pretty good job. He's an athlete for sure. You can't take that away from him. But, you know, in his promos, I mean, the guy gets paid to talk. He has a podcast, his YouTube channel. Like, he's paid to talk. He should be pretty good. All right, besides AJ Styles, how many non-homegrown guys? I misread that, Chris, and I apologize. Non-homegrown guys. Do we consider Cody a homegrown guy? At Aiden, it's just J Cal. We can't say J Owens because that gives you the initials J-O, and we don't want that associated with this guy. I don't want to be J-O. Someone else could be a J-O, not me. It changed the title to It's Kevin Owens. Finn, no. All right, let's see. Hey, Happy Guy, thanks for liking and subscribing. Appreciate that. Maxwell Jacob Freedom from AEW has great mic skills. Yeah, I agree. I think he's fantastic. Cody started in the WWE. Okay, that's fair. Let's see. CM Punk started on the Indies, so he's not technically homegrown, but I mean, hey, Soto, what's going on? They were asking about you earlier. What do I think of AEW? I think AEW is great, man. Look, for me, pro wrestling's all about the experience, right? We all have different kinds of wrestling we enjoy. My favorite kind of wrestling is lucha libre. I go to TJ to watch Lucha Libre. I appreciate the hell out of Lucha Libre and high flying wrestling. That's epic pro. You're hilarious. So I love high flying wrestling. I think Will Ospreay might be my favorite pro wrestler like today. I mean, Samoa Joe is the guy, and then Will Ospreay is pretty close. I'm impressed by what Kyle Fletcher can do. I love what AJ Styles used to be. I love what Kenny Omega used to be. Rick Del Santos says support your local indie, and I love that too. But as far as pro wrestling goes, man, enjoy what you enjoy. There's so much out there that if you don't like the WWE, don't watch it. There's no reason to. You have other options. I was happy last night that AJ and Dragon Lee won the Raw tag titles from Judgment Day. I think it's always good to, change it up a bit. Soto loves Lucha Libre too. Do indie people really count because 90% of them are from the independents? Okay, so a guy like CM Punk was really making a living in pro wrestling before WWE, right? Like his Ring of Honor dates, like he wasn't rich, but like Bryan Danielson literally started in the WWE farm system. Bryan Danielson didn't have a name until he was in the WWE farm system. American Dragon was literally training at the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy back in early 2000. So to call him a WWE guy is true, but it's also a little, it's true, but it's not true. CM Punk, yeah, he went through OVW, but that was after years of doing TNA and Ring of Honor and the independents. So he's different, Danny says, bro, I thought you were KO. Yeah, I get that a lot. Lucha Underground was the last episodic wrestling show that I would call close to perfect. Okay, you know what, Sean? And again, there's no wrong answer when it comes to pro wrestling because it's all subjective. It's an art. It's a entertainment vessel of athleticism and pageantry and storytelling, and there's no wrong way to do it because there's an audience for almost everything. Like obviously there's some wrestling that I don't want to watch. I'm not a big deathmatch wrestling guy. I never was a CZW fan. Isaiah just made the list. Isaiah, you just made the list. My bracelet got stuck. Oh no, my bracelet. Okay. Shark plays. Okay. John Cena was definitely a homegrown guy. Let's see, WWE champion who wasn't homegrown. That's a great question, Chris. I can't think of anybody. I think WWE should push Penta and Rey Fenix. I'm assuming you mean as a tag team. Hey, Epic, I'm not sponsoring that show. I'm not sending a check on that one. Isaiah, it's because your name is got the happy face and heart, and I never write down the happy face and the heart. It's Kevin Cal. What do you think about this 1 year no complete jazz with Andrade? Look, I don't think that anybody should be, if you are a pro wrestler, you are an independent contractor, that means that there should only be so much limitations to what the WWE can do to punish you and to do to reward you. If you're an independent contractor, I think the notion of a non-compete clause is stupid. Once you are released from your contract, what kind of I would never sign a contract that told me I had to sign a no-compete clause. Once you are free, you should be free. If you are not receiving a paycheck, how can they tell you where to work? That is crazy to me. Big Alley, there are so many good female wrestlers in NXT, but again, because I have a proclivity for high flying wrestling, then Sol Ruca would probably be one of my favorites right now. I don't watch a ton of NXT, to be honest, not because I don't think I would enjoy it, but it's just so much. There's so much wrestling out there. Chris said Steve Austin, good point. Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, in the last 20 years there have been a lot less Steve G, but prior to that, Austin, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man, Ric Flair, all those guys got their start somewhere else. Isn't the non-compete clause mainly for television appearances? That's a great question, Fireproof. I really don't know. Nye, I don't know if you're the Nye that I know, because I actually know somebody named Nye. And W for acknowledging the uncanny KO similarity, because I immediately thought that was you when I saw. I know I didn't read that correctly, but I get what you're trying to say. And I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Like the indie promotions I watch is JCW, and it's run by the ICP. I hear a lot of good things about that. They use a lot of NWA talent. It's hard for me to get into another wrestling promotion. I'm already watching, look, on a regular basis, and I'm not just saying it because he's in here, but I really enjoy going to Epic Pro Wrestling shows. When I go to live events, that's what I like to see. Their style of wrestling, because they blend a lot of different styles of wrestling. It's not just one thing. But I also enjoy the United Wrestling Network. In fact, I'll be going to the United Wrestling Network tonight. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood in Irvine, California. We'll have photos and videos from that. We have photos and videos on Epic Pro too. But yeah, I like celebrating fun wrestling that's diverse. And so I do very much like the United Wrestling Network. I like the NWA, but it's getting harder to like the NWA. I love the history. I love the tradition associated with the National Wrestling Alliance. And who they have right now as World Heavyweight Champion is one of my favorite guys on the independents right now. I just wish that things would be a little bit different. I don't exactly love the way Billy Corgan books the WWE. There's so much going on here. WWE should let him work in AEW, but now Sean Mega, that is a compromise. Let Andrade keep working for AEW, but the WWE gets to take a little bit of it. Look, if you want me to say something, Viper, you're gonna have to give me a gift, man. If you want the monkey to dance, you got to throw a peanut at him. That was the funniest stuff, bro. Is making beef out of nothing. Now, I don't know what you mean. Have you watched this TNA wrestler named Leon Slater? Yeah, and Leon Slater is his style of wrestling is the kind of wrestling that I really enjoy. Now, did I miss it? I don't know. You should just commit to the bit and be like his recent heel run and blame Peeps for the most random ish. I love it. I see it, Nye. Yeah, there's no need to cosplay at this point. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you. Thank you, I guess. What do you think about Cody? Cody's great. Who doesn't love Cody? AZM6 yeet. Yeah, I get that a lot. Okay, more from this other side. Let's see. Ops on AJ and Dragon Lee winning the tag titles. I'm okay. I love the idea that title changes should happen anytime, all the time. I don't like long-term title reigns unless you're trying to tell a story where the champion needs to how the champion needs to be champion in order to be relevant. Ric Flair had to be world champion to be relevant. He was one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but if he wasn't chasing the title, the product felt flat. But with that being said, I don't need every guy to be world champion, and I don't need everyone to hold the title forever. We can have quick title changes. CM Punk had a title for 5 minutes. If CM Punk could do a 5-minute title run, anybody on the roster could have a short run with the belt. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing? Eric, ask your question. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. AJ and Dragon Lee winning the titles. I'm cool with it. I like to see AJ. I want to see AJ get all the respect and props he can. AJ's been one of my favorite wrestlers for years. I go back to liking, should be Action Figure Tuesday. I know it says Nitro, but honestly, they could have just put TNA and it would have been the same thing. That AJ Styles. You guys see that? I like AJ Styles. Always been one of my favorites. Is it me, or does it feel like a lot of the foreign trained female wrestlers have to slow down for the female wrestlers in the WWE? That's an interesting point, Wiccan. It's very interesting because where's the lie? Julia and Stephanie Vacour definitely feel like they're a step above. But then you have that's a good question. I don't know if I have a good answer for you on that one. Wiccan. I don't think I do. And Steve G, yeah, let me say that differently because it came out wrong. Yes, Ric Flair, 100% greatest wrestler of all time, bar none. But if he wasn't in the title picture didn't feel important to me. Am I the only one that felt that way? When Ric Flair came to the WWE and he wasn't in the title picture, it felt like the title picture was missing something. When Ric Flair was in the NWA or WCW, when he was there, he was supposed to be in the title picture. I'm laughing because Josh says, "Are you still injured?" And I think he believes that I am Kevin Owens, which I am not Kevin Owens. My name is J Cal. Epic Pro Wrestling. Yes, I do remember seeing AJ with the NWA title on PWG back in 2005, and I think technically one of his matches was an NWA World Title defense. Do we get a heel AJ run with Solo's MTFs like Bullet Club? That would be pretty awesome. I really feel like the time has come and gone for the Bullet Club in the WWE. I just don't think it makes sense anymore. So I don't think we're gonna see AJ with a faction. You know, they got rid of the boys. Gallows and Anderson. So I don't think that they're going to do anything like that again. All right. Do you think the new Judgment Day will break up soon? Yeah, I don't think that Judgment Day are long for this world. At the very least, I think either Dominic is going to start his own stable, or they're going to turn on him, in which, at this point, what is left of the stable? It was started by Adam Copeland and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, and now none of the original members are in the group. Kenneth, I don't think AJ Lee was ever supposed to be a full-time return. I think they just came back for a match or two. I'm sure that they will use AJ Lee more again in the future if she's up to it. But Steve G says, wasn't J-Rod in the United Wrestling Network? Yes, J-Rod actually competed both for Memphis and Hollywood, and I believe even the short-lived Derby City Wrestling. But J-Rod, I think, was from Arizona, I want to say. Thanks for liking the live, guys. Love to see Chase Owens in TNA, NWA, MLW, AEW, etc. Look, man, Sean, I just don't think that Chase Owens has that much value. And I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but what's he been doing? There's plenty of opportunity for him to go anywhere, and nobody wants him. What's going on, Mad? Mason, no, I'm not Kevin Owens, but thanks for asking. My name is J Cal. But she's supposed to take the IC title from Becky. Kenneth, it could still happen. James says, I think Finn Balor should go solo. Yeah, I mean, Finn Balor's great, dude. Finn Balor's another guy that I really like. I don't know if you guys could see it. I think you can. Make sure I get out of the shot. So this is the British Commonwealth title, a title that was created by the NWA Hammerlock promotion to bridge the gap between North America and the UK. And the British Commonwealth title was held, most people know it was held by Drew Onyx, the biggest name in pro wrestling. Biggest name in pro wrestling? Did I say that? I don't know what I'm thinking. He was a big name for the NWA in Canada and in the UK. And he would also take that title to the Bahamas, basically British-controlled areas. Obviously not now, but back in the day. And they created that title because they weren't getting the World's Heavyweight Championship, and it was a way to kind of promote the UK wrestling scene. I just realized what time it is. So, guys, I'm going to be live on YouTube on my other channel. Thank you guys for hanging